Hey guys, the question today is, can my 4C hair grow? Can your 4C hair grow? What do you think? Let me know down below. I will be touching on a few factors that affect hair growth generally, but I am going to try to focus specifically on 4C hair and some of the challenges someone with a kinkier texture may experience that may cause their hair not to grow, or may cause them to think that the kinkier texture cannot grow. So I know many people think about genetics and say, oh, nobody in my family's hair has grown to a long length, therefore it probably means that my genetics would cause my hair not to grow long. People tell me because of my kinkier texture, probably I am not genetically predisposed to growing, or people often tell me your hair is growing long, your hair grows, so can't you see that it is your genetics and mine is different? What controls the growth of hair is the anagen phase, that is the growing period of the hair strand. And generally, so here's where I debunk your theory that your genetics probably is what is preventing your hair from growing long. Generally, the anagen phase lasts for 2 to 6 years, but on average, which means the majority of persons have an anagen phase of about 4 years, right? It means that you at least have a 4-year period for a hair strand to grow before it is shed. If you have 4 years, which is the average, then it means that your hair has the potential to grow about, let's do the math, about 24 inches in that time period, which means that your hair has the potential to get to waist length. If your hair, let's say it's 2 years that your anagen phase lasts for, and that is a possibility that your anagen phase is shorter than the average person, then your hair at least has the potential to grow 12 inches, which is fairly long. That would at least take you to bra strap length. So it means that everybody has the potential to grow long hair. Therefore, we've taken genetics out of the picture. So if your hair is not growing, then let's not blame your genetics unless you have some pattern baldness or some alopecia in your family and your hair is severely affected. Okay? So if that is not you, if you are not an extreme case, then it means that your hair can grow. That's the foundation that we're building on. Your hair care practices would determine how much length you are able to retain. So your genetics has already made provision for your hair to be able to grow long. However, your practices would determine whether you're able to retain that length. Some of the practices that you want to look into are your moisture regimen, and that is especially important for kinkier textures because our hair is prone to dryness. Because of the coils in our hair and just the fact that our hair strands are not straight, sebum has a harder time of moving from our scalp to our actual hair to nourish our hair. So you need to go the extra step and have a bomb moisture regimen. And if you guys want to know a little bit more about what a moisture regimen should entail, you can check out my deep conditioning video. You can also check out my lock and my LCO method and LGO method video. It has all the information you require in terms of building a great moisture regimen. Something else that may affect it in terms of your hair care practices are your styling methods. I am not necessarily a believer in protective styling. However, I believe in low manipulation styles. So I would encourage you to practice low manipulation styling, which is where you don't play with your hair as much. You're not applying too much pressure to your hair. You're not applying too much tension. You're not using too many tools. Also, something else that would affect it under the category of hair care practices are the tools you use. I'm sure everybody and their mom has heard about finger detangling. That is one of the methods that have come on board to enable kinkier textured girls to retain length, and it is because you're not having the snagging and the pulling of the comb, which causes breakage. So your finger detangling, you can feel where the knots are, and so you can be gentler with your hair. So know your hair, observe your hair, and adjust your hair care practices to suit. A lot of us don't use products that would nourish our hair or that would benefit our hair in particular. We see natural hair gurus and everybody mentioning that they like a certain product and we jump on the bandwagon. That is not how you should go about identifying products that work for your hair. Again, I have done a very specific video on how you can go about identifying great ingredients for your hair texture and for your particular hair needs. So check out this video up here. And just generally, I want to encourage you to use products with wholesome ingredients on your hair, because your hair can stand to benefit from that. I always tell people hair grows from the inside out. Skin looks how it looks from the inside out. And like I mention all the time, your skin, your hair, your nails are accessories, and so they get the tail end of the nutrients in your body. After your major organs have taken the main nutrients, if you have no more left, your hair, your skin, your nails would suffer. And so you want to ensure that you're partaking in a wholesome diet and you're eating things that have nutrients that would allow your hair to grow and thrive. Also, a multivitamin can assist with that, or even a smoothie. Another thing in terms of diet is water. When I started on my natural hair journey, it encouraged me to just have a natural, wholesome lifestyle overall, and so I increased my water intake, and my skin and my hair stand to tell the difference. We all know that blood carries nutrients, and one of the ways to get blood to flow readily is to exercise. Now, I am not telling you to go and pay a gym membership and be a gym rat, but simple exercises at home, like what I do, would suffice. It would allow for freer circulation and freer flowing of blood, and so your blood can carry nutrients to your hair, to your skin, your nails. And something else that can encourage blood flow to your scalp is massaging. I used to massage my hair for at least 5 minutes every night, and my hair grew like a weed. So guys, in conclusion, I am telling you that yes, your frosty hair can grow, definitely, without a doubt. Your hair texture should not determine the length of your hair. Just a few tips again in terms of haircare practices. I would encourage, especially if your hair is super kinky, I would encourage that you stretch your hair, because it causes breakage when you have to again go and detangle your hair, or you want to get into the styling phase. I hope this will help you guys, especially if you're newly natural. This is who this video is geared towards. And don't forget to like the video if you like the content. Don't forget to share the video, because if you're struggling, it means that other people might be struggling as well. And if you think it's good information, then it's only kind to share it. And leave a comment down below letting me know whether you think your frosty hair can grow, what is the longest your hair has grown, and what major change are you going to make from what I've said to assist your hair along its growth journey. Thank you for watching so much, guys. I appreciate it as always, and see you next time. Let's journey to 10,000 subscribers.